Haven't been on in a couple of days. It's getting busy this time of year. And I wanted to pop in because my brother sent me something from New York. We did a Zoom chat today. It was kind of nice. Haven't seen him since he was here in October to hang out at the Grand Canyon. So that was a lot of fun. And it's always great to talk to my brother. He's about 10 years younger than me. 10 years and 7 days. So 10 years in a week. It's pretty cool. Let's see. I minimize myself. And we'll go to some really horrible shit. So just bear with it. You're going to love it. Haha. Alright, so here is this horrific piece of garbage here from the New York State, I guess, Department of Health. I'm not sure what they justify this as, but it's New York Senate.gov legislation bills, okay? So they're trying to make this a law. Current bill status in Assembly Committee. So it was introduced and it's in committee. If it's on floor, no. Current committee, Assembly Health Law Section, Public Health Law. So here's what it says. It wants to repeal and destroy your basic human rights that you don't get from a piece of paper, that you get from the fact that you exist at all. Requires a COVID-19 vaccine to be administered in accordance with the Department of Health's COVID-19 vaccination administration program and mandates vaccination in certain situations. Guys, this is a mass die-off scenario. This is Bill 11179. Even if you don't live in New York, you should be rioting. And I'm going to just say this, and I want everybody to know. Do you want to know how you solve this problem? The time for talking is over. Okay? Maybe we screwed that up. Maybe we screwed that up because we haven't been doing our job and enforcing the Constitution. But this is a declaration of war. Not like they haven't already been at war with us, but this is a further defining of that definition, of that declaration. They're defining it and making very, very clear to us. This is an act of war. This is an assault. This is an endangerment to you. If you don't want something stuck in you, who the fuck has the right to treat you like a piece of property? Who? Who on this planet has a right to treat you like a piece of property? Your child? This bill says they'll steal your fucking kids if you don't comply. So it's not, well, okay, you obviously don't want this, so let's move. No for an answer. CCP all day, whatever the hell you want to call the globalist entity, the monster, the beast, the Bolshevik 2.0 that is here and has been infiltrating our country for 100 years under our sleepy, stupid ass eyes. That's what's going on right now. It doesn't matter where it's controlled from, here, there, World Economic Forum, what is it called? The econ. I forgot. It's the paper. It's the paper that kind of sounds like that. It's made by the Rothschilds. I forget what it's called. The Economist. Anyway, so introduces by committee on rules. Read once and refer to the Committee on Health. An act to amend the public health law. First of all, a law isn't what gives you your rights. A law isn't what takes away your rights. Okay, the right and wrong and the knowledge of the two is what gives you your rights. Being in existence and having the freedom and the liberty to breathe and behave as you would, regardless of anybody else's opinions, so long as your actions don't harm another or cause them loss. Okay? There is no assault by being an unvaccinated person being done here. There's no crime being committed. They haven't isolated it. They can't even identify it to tell you what it is. Yet they have a PCR test, so it's people say, oh, it's a 50% inaccurate. It's 80% inaccurate. I say it's 100% inaccurate because what the fuck are they looking for? Exosomes? Exosomes aren't the virus. Exosomes are something that your body secretes when it's in the middle of fixing something in it. An act to amend the public health law in relation to administering a COVID-19 vaccine. The people of the state of New York, represented in Senate and Assembly, do enact as follows. Section 1, Article 21 of the Public Health Law is amended by adding a new Title 8 to read as follows. Title 8, COVID-19. Section 2178, COVID-19 vaccination. 2178, COVID-19 vaccination. 1. At the time of vaccination for COVID-19 is approved by the United States Food and Drug... Who the fuck are they? The FDA? The FDA is a freaking corporation. It's not an arbiter of truth. It's not a champion on a golden fucking horse. This is a freaking corporation that's owned by the Rockefeller, drug trust. They're the FDA's Center for Biology's Evaluation. So a bunch of fucking white hats. I'm sorry, a bunch of fucking white coats, and this technocratic bullshit. Unelected people are now deciding your fate in a corporate setting. Evaluation and research vaccine. It's a bunch of bullshit. This is their grandiose asshole, butt fucking title here. United States Food and Drug Administration Center for Biology's Evaluation and Research Vaccine Product Approval Process. It's a lot of freaking words. And the New York State Clinical Advisory Task Force. Task Force? Such vaccinations shall be required to be safely and effectively distributed in accordance with the Department's COVID-19 Vaccination Administration Program. Once the United States Food and Drug This is number 2. Food and Drug Administration Center for Biology's Evaluations, Research, and the New York State Clinical Advisory Task Force have approved the safety and effectiveness of... Proven how? Proven how? You can't even prove that it's a virus, so how can you prove that you got rid of it? How can you prove that it's not going to infect something? A vaccination is something that it's a preemptive thing. It's not a medicine that you give while you have something, so it doesn't work to be proven anyway. It's either you didn't get it and we don't know why we think maybe it was a vaccine, or you didn't get it and or you did get it or you had it and the vaccine's fucking pointless at this point. Let's see. Have approved the safely... Alright, see. Once the United States... Yeah, okay, Center for Biology... and the New York State Clinical Advisory Task Force have approved the safety and effectiveness of the COVID-19 vaccination, and promotion and distribution plans of such vaccine have begun pursuant to the Department's COVID-19 Vaccination Administration Program. If public health officials determine that residents of the state are not developing sufficient immunity... So now... It's another bunch of fucking bureaucrats that nobody fucking elected. Public health officials determined that these are people that are disappointed. These are fucking jobs. That residents of the state are not developing sufficient immunity from COVID. Sufficient to whom? Whose fucking standards? It's not even... What is COVID-19? Tell me what it is. Point at it. Show it to me. Tell me what its genetic sequence is. Tell me what proteins make full 100% the structure, the virus that you call COVID-19. Not a piece here and a piece there. That could be proteins for anything. I want to know. Show me the whole genetic sequence. Show it to me. Show it to me right now. Prove to me that it's there. Before you fucking go on and on and on about your fucking PCR tests or your stupid vaccines, show me that it fucking exists. The department shall mandate vaccination for all individuals or groups of individuals who, as shown by clinical data, are proven to be safe to receive such vaccine. Guys, good luck getting the hell out of New York. Any individual... They're not going to let you out. There's going to be fucking kill grids. Any individual who has received a medical exemption from a licensed medical profession shall not be mandated to receive the COVID-19 vaccine and shall be excluded from the requirement of this section. This act shall take effect immediately. Explanation. Matter in italics underscored is new. Matter in brackets is old. Law to be omitted. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. Wow. Wow. So that's the thing. Whoever wrote this up, I think it was something like Rosenthal or something like that. Whoever wrote this up needs to be executed. Okay? Their head needs to be removed from their body in public. And then they need to be quartered. So that means cut into 4 pieces. And each piece of them has to be put on a 25-foot spike. And the butt of that spike needs to be driven into the ground a few feet so that it stands up straight. And then that rotting corpse on that spike needs to remind other tyrants what happens when you do shit like this. Otherwise, it'll keep going on. Now, that was my point that I was going to say before. I'm going to be very vocal about this. The only way to destroy evil is to eradicate it. You can't reason with it. It hates you. Its only prime function in existence is to murder you and your family after they're done raping you and your family. Do you think that you can? Do you honestly think that you can reason or rationalize with these people? You cannot. You cannot. So, I highly support, and I would say, make me a general. I keep saying, make me a general. But Vlad the Impaler tactics, by the people, for the people, against the tyrants, is the way that we win this. Brutally show them, without mincing words and without vagueness, show them exactly what happens to people who try shit like this with our families, against us, against our very existence. An mRNA vaccine will change you forever, your children, everybody. You won't be human in the sense of human anymore. You will never, ever be the same. Anyone that comes behind, if you're not sterilized by it, which is something that's going to happen to all the women, by the way, all of this malicious, technocratic, nanotechnology, all this other shit that's in there, you have unelected officials from the CDC to the WHO to the Food and Drug Administration, all these criminals. Fauci's a piece of shit. All of these, if anybody gets a vaccine, I want to see him get the actual vaccine that they want to put in us, not a saline shot. And I want him decorated like a tattoo with the amount of fucking needles that go in him first. And then I want to see what happens to his head after it fucking starts to shrivel up and then, turn into fucking dust. I want to watch it happen. That's our test dummy. You want a pincushion? We're not the fucking guinea pigs. Fauci is. And anybody who pushes this thing like that's a good idea, anybody who has the audacity and the fucking balls to propose a bill like that, or HR 666, the one that's about the contact tracing, these people need or even the one that was probably written in crayon by was it Johnson or whatever his name is, the bill to get rid of all guns. Yeah, anybody like that, anybody who writes a bill against the Constitution, against human rights, and acts like that's okay, they should be disintegrated. Okay, and they should be done. It should be done so in public, so that the rest of the people know that A, hey, we are strong, and B, they're not without their vulnerabilities, and we can get to them. And when we do, we make it pretty fucking clear that is not going to fly with us. Ballbusters out.